at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Primetime. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Okay, ready?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready? Let go.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up the 5.
Ready.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4.
Gravity Lions. Go.
He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And they get 22 yards there. Good for a Steeler first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
On the move left. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 6. A run with Blue. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
Now, faking the give. He'll buy time left. Picked off by the rookie from Tennessee. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Go! 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Tight end going in motion here.
Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Going right sideline and complete. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
First down, New York.
Here we go. Guys, let's go.
They'll run, and this is Amarian Hampton. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he can hang on. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. 37.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Running is Maffa. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Hold the ready.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Go.
They'll go again with Maffa. He'll get about 3. And that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
He's got the open man. That's McConkey. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 81 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. An extra point attempt to follow. He gets it to go. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the running back, Marion Hampton. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Giants first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
He'll drop to throw.
First down, Giants.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw in the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
19 tight. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. His throw left side is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
We'll try to run for it with Hampton. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down the backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Gotta be lying. Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Cut 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
19, Charger, nice.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Trap 60.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
18 Rattler. Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal, New York.
Hampton is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, New York.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, break. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. And as for much more, 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Go.
They'll run the toss here with Blue. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10.
Get it.
Now screen set up for Blue. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops. And Just nowhere for that back to go.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. The throw here is complete. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down. A run once more with Blue. And he's going to get belted at the end, but he keeps possession of the football. Setting up first and goal.
Come on, come on. Set. Ready.
This one caught at the 4.
Just nowhere to go once he catches this ball. You see, he's doing everything in his power to make guys miss and break tackles. I think he ended up doing a little bit too much because he ends up going backwards.
Blue. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Big play coming up. Third and goal.
Go.
He'll look to throw. That one, take it in. Middle of the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is first touchdown of the new year. No problem there on the extra point. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Carter on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Rattler.
They'll throw here on third and short. Open man, right side. He's got it. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Giants.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Viking, 18.
Hampton trying to work inside. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 9. Finding room at midfield. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
Complete. And he'll season. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a set, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Step ready. 19 tight. Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Hold the ready.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Viking 18. Let's go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. That is taken at the 10. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
On the jump.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
On the set.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Ready.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
21 yards. First down, New York.
Get it.
Now, faking the give. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Okay, ready. 3. Ready.
Now a run on 1st down. Finding space at the 15. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line.
19 Chargers, 70 Rangers, Warriors 70, Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. It's incomplete. Third and goal.
7 Pirates, 18 Rebels.
This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where as an offense you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And this is going nowhere. He's going backwards to the 4-yard line. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 12.
19 Lions.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. That is brought in. And they bring him down, but what a play past the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. This one will be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second. As the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime. Out to his right. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready? 60 dash.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He's into space past the 25. And he'll be forced out of bounds. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
23-yard line.
Come on. 10, 8, 19.
Back to the air one more time. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Steelers. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. The extra point is good. And the Steelers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Carter on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
On the 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. pick up bait out to the 33-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Warriors 70. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Left side. Caught by Lamb. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Come on, come on.
They'll send the man in motion left. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now Gibbs on the ground, and he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it at the 8. First down and goal.
Get it.
Back to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So backed up after the sack. And now it's third and long. Oh, once again, the pressure too intense. They get him down again. The Giants field goal unit out on the field. This will be a 48-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Giants will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
From the 35, it's first and 10.
19, ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Back to the air once more on second down. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Flush to his right. Taking off.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Looking middle, he'll get it complete to McConkey. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? And he's not going to get there. Couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard.
Come on. Steady.
Shotgun snap, and we give it to Hampton, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I'm ready.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the
70,
43
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And left side, it's caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Giants first down. Receiver in motion, headed left.
60 biceps.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Moving outside the pocket. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Giant.
Throwing now from the gun. And he'll take it on in. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, New York. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Now for the point after. He's got it. The Giants extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Blue. Finds an alley to the 35. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Carter on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Ready, ready. Let's go. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll swing this out to Hampton. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop down to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's a third down and 4. They send the tight end in motion. They'll throw here on third and short yardage. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A run. This is Hampton. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, faking the give. Quick throw, taken in. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Ready.
Big play coming up. This is third down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll look to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Mustang 19. Ready.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got a receiver, and that's Ladd. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on fourth down. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Second down, they need 3.
Cowboy 79 Broncos.
Now they'll set up to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New York. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. It's up and through. And the Giants go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Come on. 19 tight.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. A throw on the move is caught. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
13 yards on the play. And the Steelers
18
first down.
rattle. Here we go.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
First down.
1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, here comes Blue. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Inside the 10. It is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown?
The ball comes out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Giants will take over at their own 15.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone. Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
And he's taken down up past the 35. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
And the Giants first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything. Because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 1.
19, 60, Bronco 80.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding.
Ready? Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Giants.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready?
They'll turn and hand this one off. They'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. A